Question 7 from Spot the Mistake now. So with questions where you have unknowns on both sides, you do have a number of options as to where you start. You could take away 4x from both sides, you could add on 3 to both sides, you could take away 7x from both sides, or you could take away 6 from both sides. The way I always advise to start is to pick the lowest. So of the number terms, -3 is the lowest, so that's the one I'd want to deal with by adding on 3. All that does is it avoids you getting too many negative terms, which often catch people out. You could also start by taking away 4x, which is lower than the 7x that we've got, but we'll come to that one next. So on the next line, if we add on the 3, well, we're just left with the 4x on the left-hand side, because the plus 3 will get rid of the -3, and we've still got on the right-hand side the 7x. We haven't done anything to the x terms, but we have added on 3. So if you're following the previous mistakes, you'll notice there was nothing wrong with that step. What we've got now is the fact that we've got an x term on both sides. So sometimes that bothers people, and I'm just going to show you what happens if you take away 4x. If I take away 4x on the left-hand side, I have nothing. And that's fine, I can deal with that as an equation. If I take 4x away from the right-hand side, I've got 3x and plus 9. And often I find that students are reluctant to write something equal to 0 like that. All you have to do now is adjust by taking away 9 from both sides. So you have -9 on that side, 3x on that side. And then we can, because x has been times by 3, we can divide by 3. -9 divided by 3 give me -3. That's going to be equal to x, which means x is -3. Let's check that though. So back into the original, we've got 4 times -3, which is what we think our x is. Subtract 3 should be equal to 7 times our value of x, -3, plus 6. So we've got -12, subtract 3, and -21, plus 6. And when you work those out, so that's -15, and so is that, which shows that -3 is the correct one. You might want to carry on now, but just to show you that there's an alternative way of doing it, if I write out the equation again, I just want to show you that if you do it in a different order, it shouldn't matter. So in this one, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. So it doesn't affect the x terms because I'm just taking away a number, but it does affect the number terms, and that one's got to go down by 6. It doesn't affect the x terms, and subtracting the 6 will get rid of the plus 6. I've got x's on both sides, so this time I'm going to take away 4x from the left-hand side and from the right-hand side, of course. And that's going to leave me with -9. Don't forget the negative stays with the term it's in front of. And 7x minus 4x is 3x. And because x is being times by 3, I'm going to divide by 3. And what you find is -9 divided by 3 is -3 is equal to x. Gives us the same one, and in fact proved to be a little bit more efficient than the other way. But either way is fine.